I don't think you're ready for what I'm about to present in this video. I really don't think you're ready for what I'm about to present in this video. And it all starts in the most unlikely of places. A place they want us to think is nothing but a third world wasteland. But in reality, it's a place fit for a king. Well, maybe not a king, but definitely an angel. 200, as a matter of fact. 200 fallen angels.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no
Propaganda, like Borat, to keep us from knowing who actually lives here and what this place actually is. I figured it out. I figured out that the top of their pyramid just happens to have a secret meeting chamber with exactly 200 perfectly aligned seats. 200 perfectly aligned seats that just perfectly matches the amount of fallen angels talked about in the book of Enoch. 200 that just almost perfectly matches the amount of impact craters that, I don't know, could have been caused from heavenly bodies crashing down to earth. Heavenly bodies whose leader just happens to also be called Lucifer, or the light bearer. The light bearer whose torch is often celebrated across all of the large cities of the world, and whose torch who is oddly placed next to a giant Easter egg. An Easter egg that might actually reveal why eggs are associated with Ishtar, because Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. And maybe this city is also hiding the free energy that they're using, because I've seen these exact buildings associated with the old dirigibles that used to charge from them. But we haven't even talked about the most interesting thing that I found in this city called Astana, which just happens to be an anagram for the word Satan, and it's just down the road from this pyramid. Or should I say, right down the river from this pyramid. And I'm going to take this time and say, all of this is pure speculation. Obviously, there could be other stories here, but too many of them line up to me. Way too many of them. Especially when you see what I found here. And it's what I started this video with. You look at this, and you tell me that doesn't look like some sort of portal. A portal that they might just be using to try to summon some real evil to this place we live. Or maybe even just a prop to propagate their fake summoning of the return of Jesus as a hologram. All I know is there's one thing I definitely know in all of this, is that this movie was created with intention to tell a vision of what this place actually is. Because I would put my money on it that 99% of you have never heard of the city in Kazakhstan called Astana.
Today I am going to tell you about one of the most sacred places on earth. Walk with me and learn something new today. Turkmenistan. The marble sigil of the Silk Road Turkmenistan does not merely exist, it guards. Positioned at the ancient crossroads of the Silk Road, it functions like a forgotten threshold nation, where trade routes once doubled as knowledge corridors. Merchants carried more than silk and spices. They carried astronomy, alchemy, sacred geometry, and mystery school wisdom between east and west. In esoteric terms, the Silk Road was a serpent line, a terrestrial kundalini, channel running across Asia. Turkmenistan sits on one of its quieter coils. Ashgabat, the white city as alchemical statement. Ashgabat, the capital, wrapped in 1.5 million square meters of white marble, is not accidental. White marble is not merely aesthetic. It is albedo, the second stage of alchemy. Nigredo, black; albedo, white; rubedo, red. Ashgabat proclaims itself eternally purified, neutral, washed clean. In symbolic language, this is a city frozen in alchemical suspension, a monument to control, order, and transcendence over chaos. The Karakum Desert, 70% void, 100% initiation. 70% desert is not emptiness, it is initiation terrain. Deserts are where prophets receive revelation. Ego dissolves, time stretches, spirits whisper. The Karakum, black sand, is a counterbalance to the white marble city, black and white, nigredo and albedo. A perfect alchemical polarity. Nomadic cultures emerging from such landscapes often retain star knowledge, oral cosmology, and geomantic memory. knowledge that sedentary empires forget. Darvaza gas crater, the door to hell, or the earth's mouth. The so-called door to hell burns continuously, a perpetual flame fed by unseen gas beneath the earth. Esoterically, eternal fire equals underworld gateway subterranean gas equals chthonic breath-burning crater equals failed sealing ritual across mythologies, pits of fire mark, entrances to the lower realms places where the earth exhales sites of forbidden knowledge. It mirrors ancient beliefs of Agartha, inner earth, and the watchers bound beneath the ground. Fire that never goes out is never. Natural in myth, it is contained power. Natural gas reserves, the dragon beneath the land. Turkmenistan, holding one of the world's largest natural gas reserves, is symbolically potent. Gas equals invisible power equals dragon energy in ancient lore. Dragons sleep beneath nations rich in resources. Control the dragon, control the realm. This aligns with strict borders visa initiations invitation only entry. You don't enter Turkmenistan freely. You are summoned. Visas as modern initiation rights the requirement for invitation letters. Controlled access health certifications mirrors temple initiation protocols. Only the prepared may pass. Even modern bureaucracy unconsciously preserves mystery school thresholds, monuments of neutrality and towers of power. The neutrality monument and Turkmenistan tower echo. World pillars axis mundi structure obelisks they signal. We stand outside the chaos, untouched. Neutrality is not absence of power, it is contained sovereignty. Population and youth. The sleeping generation, a young population of 6 million, suggests potential energy rather than spent force. Youth-heavy nations often precede cultural rebirth, ideological shifts, suppressed awakenings in esoteric cycles. Youth equals future carriers of forgotten codes. Final esoteric synthesis. Turkmenistan feels like a sealed nat Iona marble talisman, an alchemical diagram rendered as geography. It is a land where fire burns eternally, cities shine, unnaturally white deserts initiate the worthy. Entry is restricted, neutrality masks power, a place that does not shout, but waits. Thanks for listening. One love, Excitata Lux.
White stone, remember, fire never lie, desert keep the code alive. Before them draw the borderline, before gold rule the mind, Silk Road spiral to the spine, architect them design. The tree alone them carry through, but blood star map name. Knowledge walk in flesh and bone, never write the flame. Turkmenistan, the silent gate, no one never shout. Pass through place for chosen ones, truth slip in, slip out. White marble city, freeze the time. Albedo light, divine design. Fire burn but never done. Dragon sleep beneath the sun. Seal the land, seal the flame. Call the bloodline by them name. Architects still there, hidden, yeah. Ashgabat gleam like ghosts of God. No shadows stick to wall. White stone wash the memories, so nothing feel at all. City built fee hold the code, but make the people sleep. No trauma span sovereign power, out them still keep. Polish shine, but heart stay still like mirror to the sky. Alchemical suspension, no red, no black, just white. White marble city, freeze the time. Albedo light, divine design. Fire burn but never done. Now trade alone, them carry through, but blood star map name. Knowledge walk in flesh and bone, never write the flame. Turkmenistan, a silent gate, no one never show. Pass through place for chosen ones, truth slip in, slip out. White marble city, freeze the time. Albedo light, divine design. Fire a burn but never done. Dragon sleep beneath the sun. Seal the land, seal the flame. Call the bloodline by them name. Architects still there, hidden, yeah. Ashgabat gleam like ghost of God. No shadows stick to wall. White stone wash the memory, so nothing feel at all. City built fi hold the code, but make the people slave. No child mass pan sovereign power, out them I still care. Polish shine, but hearts stay still like mirror to the sky.
suspension. No red, no black, just white. White marble city, freeze the time. Albedo light, divine design. Fire a burn but never done. Dragon sleep beneath the sun. Seal the land, seal the flame. Call the bloodline by them name. Architects still there, hidden, hidden, hidden. Negredo burn, Albedo rise, Rubedo wait, behind the eyes. Stone remember, blood recall. When the time right, seal must fall. Caracum black sanding, 70% void. Desert strip the false self of only truth avoid. Nomad walk with star above, compass in them vein. If your blood no sing with land, you go mad, go stray. Initiation no need priest, only son and breath. Ego dry, identity dead, reborn from the depth. White marble city, freeze the time. I'll be light, divine design. Fire burn but never done. Dragon sleep, morbid sea, freeze the time. I'll be the light, divine design. Fire a burn but never done. Dragon sleep beneath the sun. Seal the land, seal the flame. Call the bloodline by them name. Architects still there, hidden, 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 yeah. Them say door to hell but them lying fair. Is a broken seal, earth mouth open here. Gas a leak but that a cover flame feed pan more. Something ancient breathe below knocking pan the floor. Fire will never go out, a warning not a curse. Do not dig where we did bind.